Hey, what's up everyone? Nick here. Welcome back to the Evil Within Let's Platinum series. We are moving on to part 8 of the series, and this is chapter 9. We're at the very beginning. Let's just go ahead and jump right into it. This is where we left off at the very start of chapter 9. So we're going to witness a little cinematic here, which should seem very strange. All of a sudden we're in this farm. So let's see. Oh, I thought he was going to say something, but instead he's just going to light us on fire.
Detective Castellanos.
Was that someone else's memories?
Okay. So, from there, so we wake up back in our little cell here. And
You were moaning in your sleep. Have a bad dream?
I love that music. The music that you hear when you come back to this location. It's just so eerie and so creepy. And I think one of my favorite moments in the Evil Within 2.
Let go of me! No, not that way.
I think you can listen, like, you can... here we go. So you can look... God, give me the command. You can look in here.
Please refrain from agitating the others.
So I think it's been a while, but if I remember in the Evil Within 2, there's a part like near the beginning of the game where you play as Sebastian and you're... It's hard to explain what's going on, but all of a sudden off in the distance you see Beacon Mental Hospital and you hear this tone playing, this eerie music that you hear playing right now, and it's I don't know, I really liked that. You know, that's a very powerful thing, and I think it says a lot at kind of like the current state of video games. I talk with my friends about this a lot, and video games nowadays, it's more than just video games. Like, the video game industry has evolved so much to the point where it's right up there with Hollywood movies. And in a lot of ways, video games are completely similar to Hollywood movies. I mean, pretty much every new AAA game that comes out nowadays, it's all done in some big fancy motion capture studio. You know, they're not just hiring voice actors anymore, they're hiring famous actors to play roles in video games. And on the one hand, it's just crazy to think about that you know, you could go in just a short amount of time, you could go from playing Mario in arcade to what games are now, you know, and look at like all of the events around video games. Like, first off, esports is an actual thing now. So many people make a career playing, you know, streaming games online. And so it's amazing how much the video game industry has grown, for better or worse. You know, I would argue that there are actually quite a few downsides to the growth of the industry, but I'm not going to get into that here. The reason I wanted to bring it up was just because one of the most important things about a game nowadays is the soundtrack. You know, they hire real composers and real bands to make these soundtracks. And they're very powerful, just like they are in movies. You know, if a game comes out and it doesn't have a very good soundtrack, it affects the game. And so that's something you see in so many games nowadays, is there's always one unique tune, melody that is just, when you hear it, you are thrown back into that game. It just attaches itself mentally up there. And what you're hearing right now, coming out of this like old, I think it's called a phonograph, when I hear this, I think Evil Within. Just as when I hear the Uncharted theme, dun 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 dun, when I hear that, I think of Uncharted. And I just think it's amazing that
Memories are vague things indeed.
So I think I have to investigate
It can be easy
this.
at times for memories to be distorted by others. That is why they must be cherished.
Oh, hey, Tatiana. Okay, so I thought I had... Yeah, here we go. I have to investigate. Alright, so let me know if that jump scare got you. I'm hoping it did, because that was my intention. That's why I stopped talking. Okay, so now we're transported kind of back to the same room, but it seems like we're in some sort of alternate reality. We can get this newspaper here. Estate fire. Estate fire claims children. Daughter badly wounded. Where were the parents? Children playing in barn on Victoriano. Estate burned in fire. Daughter 17 left in vegetative state. Source of fire undetermined. So let me actually just go ahead and save it real quick so that if I do redo this, I don't have to redo the whole thing. This chapter, so, you know, as the game's progressed, we've learned a little bit more about what's going on. We've learned about this machine that they're calling STEM. We learned in the last chapter of the game that Dr. Jimenez was working on it with some unstable partner, who you could probably guess who that is, but again, I'm not going to just come out right and say it. But again, through all the collectibles, through everything we picked up, you're probably starting to get somewhat of a taste for what's going on in this story. And so obviously you've heard of this character Ruvik quite a few times, and this chapter here probably, I would say this chapter more than any other chapter definitely sheds some light on the character of Ruvik, the character of Laura, who is the really creepy girl that we met earlier and we had to fight her in chapter 5. Oh, there's Ruvik right now. Speak of the devil. Literally, I guess you could argue. Okay, and so here we go. We are transported to this location. Now, before I continue on, it looks like there is some green gel and boxes back here. But anyway, like I said, you know, at the beginning of the game, or I'm sorry, at the end of the last level, we learned a bit about what's going on. We learned about this, where we are. So we're in this machine that they're calling STEM, and basically what it does is it, you know, as Dr. Jimenez put it as simply as he could, it connects brains. And so, but it turns out the problem here, you know, while the thing may have been invented with good intentions, as is the case with everything, there's always someone who wants to use it in a bad way. And in that case, that person is the co-creator, or you could maybe even argue the main creator, Ruvik. And Ruvik, he is the so we're all connected, but so right now everyone's brain is connected to Ruvik's brain, basically. But Ruvik is the only one that has conscious control of the environment.
I've seen that house somewhere.
And so Sebastian right now saying that he's seen this house. This house is the Victoriano estate. So Ruvik's real name, his real last name is Victoriano, and this is their mansion. This is the mansion Ruvik and his sister Laura grew up in, which, so hopefully now it makes sense why we're going to be learning a bit about their backstory. Now, Chapter 9, I'll talk about this throughout the video. Chapter 9, to me, I talked about this during my walkthrough on Akumu mode last year, and Chapter 9 for me felt like a very, very big missed opportunity. You know, what you'll instantly see if you're knowledgeable at all, even in the slightest, so there's a key up here. If you know anything about the Resident Evil franchise, particularly the very first game in the franchise, as soon as I come in here, you might notice that this mansion looks like it definitely drew inspiration from the mansion in Resident Evil, and that's definitely the case. Keep in mind the guy who made this is the same guy that was involved with the Resident Evil games, and I'm always bad at remembering developers, but there's a connection between Resident Evil and Evil Within as far as like the development teams go. So it's no surprise that they want, and we've seen it already. You know, we saw way back in Chapter 2 when Officer Connolly turned around and he was like eating someone. I told you that was a huge homage to the original Resident Evil, one of the most famous, iconic scenes in video game history. So it shouldn't come as much of a surprise that this mansion, once we go inside, you're definitely going to be reminded of the first Resident Evil. And I felt like with this chapter, they had a chance to switch things up. They had a chance to have fun with this chapter and almost make it like a tie back to the original Resident Evil and and even maybe mess around with the mechanics and make you do the old school camera switches and whatnot. The point is, there was so much potential for this level, and I felt like they fell short with it. It ended up being just not entirely enjoyable, at least in my opinion, and you'll see why. It's still a cool level,
Stop,
but
damn it.
I just feel like they missed a big opportunity. Okay, so here we are in the mansion, and like I was saying, like, so if you remember in Resident Evil, the mansion, you walk in, there's a staircase going up, and there's a second floor, and then there's, you know, a door on the right, a door on the left, and the door on the left, which is typically, I think it's the first door you go into, it's
Now what?
it leads into a dining hall, and that's actually the same thing here. As you'll see in a little bit, the door, this door here, oh, actually, you can see through the door. It leads you straight into a dining hall. So already, you know, you can tell that this is supposed to remind you of the original Resident Evil game. And I don't know, I just felt like they had so much room to have fun with this chapter, and they missed out on it. Alright, so a personal file, newspaper clipping. Tragic fire kills child nanny in Crimson City, February 11, 2012. Despite the KCFD's quick arrival and best efforts, a fast-spreading house fire took the lives of a young girl and her babysitter yesterday afternoon in the Park Ridge neighborhood of Crimson City. Lily Castellanos, age 5, and her babysitter, Juanita Flores, 56, were unable to escape the smoke and flames that quickly consumed the single-family home. Lily's parents, both detectives for the KCPD, rushed to the scene but were too late to save their daughter from the flames. The blaze was finally defeated by firefighters after several hours, but the home was completely destroyed. The cause of the fire is under investigation, but initial findings point to faulty electric wiring. Continued on page 8. So there you go. A bit of a tragic turn of events. Remember these, I'm just making sure I have all the collectibles. Remember these personal files. They've been cataloging the lives of the Castellanos family. So Sebastian meets Myra, they get married, they have a kid, Lily. And now, as you can see, poor little Lily, only 5 years old,
You should use your green gel.
was killed. Don't you think you should use your green gel? Shut up, Tatiana. Okay, so here's Ruben Victoriano, a.k.a. Ruvik, as I mentioned earlier. Beloved son of a wealthy Victoriano family, has not been seen since a fire at the family estate. And then behind us is a newspaper. Bodies found near estate. Identification could take weeks. 4 mutilated bodies found just outside of Victoriano estate. The bodies appear to have had various crude surgeries performed on them. Okay, and let's see. So I'm actually, you're gonna see, I'm gonna get in the habit of saving during this level. You'll see why. You'll see why a little later. I just like to keep backing up my progress because there's this very annoying feature in the level that you kind of have to deal with. But anyway, so now that we've made it into the mansion, we got past the kind of initial cinematics. Now we can really start to kind of investigate this mansion. Chapter 9 is somewhat long. I'm not sure if I'm going to get through the whole thing, but we'll see. And you may have noticed already that I seem to be stuttering a lot in this video. I think I'm pretty tired right now. Maybe you could see it in my eyes or on my face, but I'm pretty tired. Mansion dining room note. I finally come to recognize the way the portal to a new world. The details are all there, have been right in front of my nose. I'm appalled and incensed that I did not see them sooner. The specific process to break down a human psyche, to obliterate it and give myself free reign is so obvious, and now that I see it, now that what I have to do is in front of me, I feel as if there is nothing else I can do. I can have everything I sought, everything I've lost, but I need resources. Jimenez, that Cretan, will finally begin to earn his keep. So yeah, you could probably tell that these letters are being written by Ruvik. And there was kind of the first mention of his partnership with Jimenez. So let me go ahead and heal. I just noticed that my health is kind of low. I might as well use both of them just to get full health. But anyway, guys, yeah, I'm pretty tired right now. So I think I'm a bit sleep deprived. If you remember, in the last video, I was talking about my sleep schedule, how I hate sleeping and you know, all that. Ooh, that was close. Okay, so there's... Oh, shit. No, you're not already gonna do this, are you? I didn't know this started already. Where is he? Shit, this is so... Oh, fuck. Okay, so... Give me a moment, and then I'll try to explain what the hell is going on.
What do we have here?
Wait, am I gonna... Okay, so, wow. Okay, so... Wow, I can't believe that happened that early into the level. Yeah, that is surprising. Let me see where I spawn. Okay, so that is why I saved my game. Exactly what you just saw happen. That is why I saved my game. In this level, as you're exploring the mansion, and this is why the level, in my opinion, was just ruined. This is what ruined the level. As you're making your way through the mansion, Ruvik will randomly spawn. You'll see the screen turn blue. Ruvik will randomly spawn, and you can't fight him. You just have to run away. That's really all you can do. And so now, I gotta pick up these collectibles again. But that's really all you can do is just run away from him. You can't fight him. You can't really do anything. And it just it ruins everything about this chapter. It takes away from the flow of the game. As you saw right there, like, I got cornered. I couldn't run anywhere. There were 2 enemies that I had to fight, and then Ruvik just teleported right in front of me with my back to the wall, and so I couldn't do anything. And so it just, you know, during this level, you see this beautiful mansion, and you think, actually, wait, I'm gonna use... I hope that killed... How did that... There's no way. There's no way. You can't be serious. You're gonna tell me that just didn't... Wow. Wow. That is surprising, to say the least. I just shot an explosive bolt into one of their necks. They were right next to each other, and they didn't die. That's crazy. Anyway, so like I was saying, you know, you're in this mansion, this beautiful mansion, this creepy mansion, and you want nothing more than to, you know, just explore. Just explore the area. And every once in a while, Ruvik will show up, leaving you completely defenseless. Speak of the devil. So yeah, watch. Here he comes, right? So here he comes. I run into here, and there's nowhere to go. There's nowhere to go. And so now he's going to kill me. Oh, never mind. I was able to run past him. That rarely happens. But he can still teleport. So I gotta just, like, look at this. I have to run all the way back. I just have to get away, and then eventually the screen will go back to normal, and Ruvik is gone. But you can see how that just completely ruins the flow of the game. Like, any suspense you're feeling in anything, it just goes away whenever Ruvik shows up, and it completely ruins this chapter. And it's a shame, because this chapter, like I said, had so much potential. Now, you'll have to forgive me for a moment. I thought... Oh, there it is. Wow, that is dark. Okay. Damn it. There's a key right here. So let's get that. I'll leave the axe there for a moment. I'm going to interact with this so that I trigger a checkpoint. That way, if Ruvik kills me, I don't have to do all of that over again. Oh, wait, I forgot. I have to look at something. Okay, so let's see. You could see there's a picture of a brain here, and you could see there are a number of these tags in here, and you could see we have to listen to what he's... Okay, so I have to listen first. So let's listen to what this tape says.
Subject number 58, test 92A, electrode placement in M33, pain region. Ineffective. Anticipate greater results with stimulation of section F7, the consent region of the neocortex.
Okay. So you see right there.
Subject imprint, only partially successful. Individual personality traits linger.
Okay, so he said F7 is the more promising location. So then you reference this diagram and you say, oh, F7 is right here. So kind of like right down the middle to the left in this little spot right here. So then you have to go in. I'm always kind of bad at this, but oh, so you can look at it while you're doing it.
Subject number 58, test 92A, electrode placement M33, pain region.
Okay, so let me look again.
Anticipate greater results with stimulation of section F7.
So see, I'm always bad at seeing what I'm supposed to be looking at. Oh, but I got it first try. That was fortunate. So you'll know if you got it right because you'll see this little cinematic occur.
Just sudden motion.
Okay.
Is this, what did you call it? Your inner sanctum? The research lab is around. I am most impressed.
Why are you back? I didn't give you permission.
Come now, we're both men of science. Men of science are dedicated to the pursuit of knowledge. You can show me your experiments. I can show you things.
You wouldn't like them. You'd think they're gross.
In science, one must do any number of things a layperson may find disgusting. I've done many things others would consider distasteful.
You think I'm some kind of a monster.
You concern yourself so much with your appearance. But that mind of yours, that's all that matters.
Okay.
That's Marcello. Is that Ruvik with him?
So like I said, you're definitely going to start seeing more of the story unfolding here between Ruvik and Jimenez. But anyway, so now I can make my way back to the main hall. Oh, holy shit. That scared me. Fucking asshole. That scared me. Wow. Yeah, that got, oh, here's the axe. That's funny. Jesus Christ. Oh my god. This just chill shot up my spine. I completely forgot about that enemy. 100% I forgot about him. Like, you know, as I said at the beginning of this game, I know the game pretty well. I have most of it down, but so here you'll see what just happened.
It's like the same red liquid.
So that's what we just caused to happen. And so you can see we're going to have to trigger all three of those mechanisms. I'm guessing this chapter is going to take 2 videos to do, especially because, like I said, so as I was saying when I got cut off, I'm pretty tired. In yesterday's video, I was talking about, you know, oh, I can't remember. There's this, uh-oh. Fuck you. This is related to a puzzle. I can't quite remember it, though. So anyway, in yesterday's video, I was talking about my sleep schedule and how I hate sleep. I try to sleep as little as physically possible because I just don't like it. But, you know, you have to do it. It's a basic human need. So here's a key up here. God damn it. No, that one did not miss. Stupid pistol. Okay, so I'm just trying to figure out where the next collectibles are. I'm gonna save my game because, like I said, that's just a precaution that I take in case Ruvik shows up. Because if he shows up, there's really nothing you're gonna be able to do. You run away, but oftentimes he'll catch you,
Whatever is the matter?
and then you gotta, and then you have to pick up any number of collectibles all over again. So for this chapter, I just like to get in the habit of saving as much as I can. But yeah, so in the last video I was talking about my sleep schedule And in that particular video, the reason I had brought it up was because on the day that I recorded that video, I had been up since 3 in the morning. So for me, this was yesterday. I had to wake up, so I go to bed at about 11 or midnight. I had to wake up at 3 in the morning to bring somebody to the airport. And so by the time I got home, you know, it was 4 o'clock, and I wake up at 5 o'clock, so I thought, you know, why go back to sleep? And typically, once I do wake up, I'm up. Like, once I'm awake, I don't fall back asleep. So I went to the Starbucks. That's... fuck. I didn't know she was gonna be right there. Let's try to lure her out here. Come on. Okay. Ha. Oh, sweet. Oh, fuck, I don't have any matches. Fuck you. Alright, we're just gonna do this. Ooh. Can't tell if that killed her. No, it... How are you still alive? You're missing, like, all of your head. Yeah, so this is one of the other things I hate about this game, is that, like, even on the lower difficult, like, it should not take that much to kill one enemy. You know, just one enemy. That's it. And you can see how much... And here comes Ruvik. Oh, shit, he's right behind me. Okay, so I guess if anything, this is kind of a good... Uh-oh. Where'd he tell... Fuck! That's so stupid. That is the fucking stupidest thing in this game. Holy fuck. Alright, so I'm just studying the collectible list to my left. God, I hate this chapter. I just cannot stand what they did. Like, it's one thing for Ruvik to spawn where he just did. You know, like I said, it happens. You can't do anything about it. Ruvik is going to spawn. But to have him just teleport, and then when he teleports, you know, you have to stop, because sometimes he teleports in front of you. So you have to stop and look around and make sure that he didn't teleport in front of you, otherwise you're going to run right into him and get killed. And so that's exactly what I did right there, but sure enough, as you saw, that didn't matter. You know, he teleported right behind me, and he was able to kill me, and there's nothing I could do, you know? So, just a very, very stupid feature. Out of all the levels in this game, because, you know, there are some, as much as I love this game, like, you know, I've said this numerous times, I love this game. As much as I love this game, it does have its fair share of faults, and out of everything that I think is wrong with this game, if there's one thing that I wish they could go back and fix, it's this level. I really wish they would just go back and do it right. I wish they would take out... Fuck me. Fucking damn it. That's... Now I'm getting frustrated, which is never a good thing. So let's see. I don't even remember where I'm supposed to go specifically. I remember I go up here, and I think there's an enemy or two. So there's that guy. I thought there was one other guy. And sure enough, I bet Ruvik's going to spawn at any moment. Okay, so here comes this guy. Oh, okay, yeah. So I had to come up here to get the safe. Oh, and then there's like another piece of the puzzle here so you can see. Alright, so let's kill that guy. Let's grab... I thought he had an axe. Maybe I was wrong. Okay, so here you could see there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 people. Just, I guess, keep that in mind for later, because as I said, those paintings are going to those paintings are going to reveal the solution of a puzzle, so it's helpful to know them ahead of time. Now, oh, I thought there was an enemy in here that I had to kill. I can't remember if this guy wakes up. Oh, maybe that's only on Akumu mode. Wow, okay, so that's a big difference between survival and Akumu. On Akumu mode, when you come in here, there's two guys, like, picking over this corpse, which clearly is not the case right here. Okay, so we are going to continue through the mansion. And again, this whole time, I'm just, you know, instead of like... And see, that's the problem. That's the problem with this level. Ruvik's room note. I saw her there again, standing at the end of the hallway. Long black hair, beautiful as ever, streaked with moonlight. Eyes dark pools in her porcelain face. She wore her favorite red dress like a crimson sunset, like a streak of blood in the waning light. Laura, of course, you couldn't be dead. So Laura is Ruvik's sister. It's also the same, you know, monster that we've been having to deal with throughout this game. The same one that has given me countless nightmares. But yeah, so like I said, you know, right now, fuck, getting spooked, you know. Right now, I should be enjoying this. Like uh-oh, someone's outside. Bye-bye. Oh, sniper. So, like I said, yeah, right now I should be having fun. Like, this should be a very... Oh, shit. There we go. So right now, you know, I should be having fun. Like, I should be enjoying this mansion, having fun, making my way through it. But instead, I'm just filled with this, like I'm not having fun, because I'm constantly in fear of Ruvik showing up and killing me and making me have to redo everything I've already done, you know. So I just think they messed up with it in that regard. So here's map fragment 16. So, and again, the checkpoints are kind of few and far in between, which is another thing that makes it tough. Now I think there's a trap right here. Yeah, so you're gonna be thrown into this, and then you just have to... Are you fucking kidding me? Fuck! So here's Ruvik. So I'm supposed to go through that door, but I'm just gonna run in a straight line, and hopefully Ruvik doesn't, the stupidest level. It's the stupidest fucking thing. There's nothing I could have done there. He teleports right in front of me. There's no defense. There's nothing you can do. It just completely ruins the flow of the level. It ruins any desire I have to explore. It spawns me back here. Now I don't even fucking remember which collectibles I need to re-pick up. Unbelievable. Terrible. Terrible. What? I don't know what they were thinking. That is just unforgivable. Unfucking believable. Fuck this stupid fucking game. So, I got the documents. See, and now, instead of, like, enjoying the level and doing what I was doing, I have to redo everything I've already done. I have to backtrack. It you know, ruins everything. So let's see. I don't remember saving. I must have... Okay, so I came up here, got the key. But then everyone else I've killed since then, I have to redo that. So I come in here. Unless it doesn't... Yep, so there you see exactly what I'm talking about. Everything I've done is all for naught because the game didn't give me a checkpoint. It unfairly killed me. And that's it. That's chapter 9. So what could have been one of the best chapters in the game ended up being this steaming pile of shit because they just... I just don't know what they were thinking. And it's something I'll always be angry about. It's ridiculous. Unbelievable. Now, one thing I did seem to notice back when I played this game on Akumu was every time he kills you, it seems like they spawn him less. It seems like once he kills you, they'll let you go a little bit longer every time without Ruvik spawning. And I feel like that's just intentional. Like, I feel like what happened is they threw in this Ruvik thing. They knew it was going to kill you. They knew it was going to frustrate you to all hell. And so that's why they said, "Oh, hey, we'll give you a little longer now without him, without having to deal with him." And so, if anything, that just kind of pisses me off, because what that tells me is that I'm not even going to kill this guy this time. What that tells me is that they knew this was a terrible idea. They knew this was a stupid feature, and they kept it in anyway. For whatever reason, they kept it in, because, you know, if they truly did go and design this thing so that, you know, if they truly did design it so that Ruvik does spawn less, that means they knew. That means they knew that this was going to be a terrible feature. They knew it was going to kill a lot of people. And so they went back and tried to fix it. Instead of just taking it out completely because it's a stupid feature, they tried to fix it, and it was just a bad idea. Okay, so here comes this guy. So let's kill him. I'm just gonna try to move quickly this time. Oh, fuck, I forgot about that. Okay, so again, we come into this hallway here. There's nothing there. There is a map fragment in this room, so let's pick that up. Then there's the trap, and then I have to get into... All I have to do is get to the next location to trigger the checkpoint, and that's enough, you know. So... Okay, so this is where Ruvik spawned last time. I'm just gonna try to make a run for it. So you come in here... I think this is it. Yes, okay, I'm gonna say screw it to the collectibles for now. I'm just gonna go straight for the chimney. And I'm gonna trigger the next checkpoint so that I don't have to do any of that over again.
Again?
Okay, let me make sure. Okay. So, yeah. So now we're at the second brain puzzle. Once I solve it, then it will give me... You know, then it will give me a checkpoint, and I'm pretty sure while I'm in this room, Ruvik can't spawn. I would hope so, anyway.
Subject number 12, test 71B, electrode placement A2, stimulation of amygdala, seat of emotion and memory allocation, the fear center of the brain.
Is that it?
Subject feels as I do. This vessel is far too weak to withstand the psychological weight I myself bear daily.
Okay. So he said A2, which as you can see right there is the red region. It's in the back, kind of the back center of the brain. So I'd say somewhere around here. Let's give it a shot. There we go. First try once again. Nice. Okay, so that will trigger the second mechanism. There's the checkpoint, so I don't have to do those collectibles again. Let me just, again, make sure I got everything. I got the key, I got the document, I got the map fragment. So I'll try to go a little further. I'll try to go to the next area, but chances are Ruvik's going to kill me once again. Okay, so there's a key in this room here. Okay, so I think I know where I need to go.
Oh, Father. If you only knew how satisfying that look on your face is. Did you actually think if you locked me away, I would just cease to exist? Out of sight, out of mind. You did. You did. Didn't you? Oh, you were never out of my mind. I hope you're proud of yourselves.
Okay, so another Ruvik flashback. Couple things to note. So again, if you're not really following along with the story. Ruvik, his sister, they were involved in this fire. His sister died. You could see right there Ruvik was a little older, and he was all bandaged up. You know, he was all burned and fuck. Holy fucking Christ. Oh my god, it won't let me go in here. Okay, so now I gotta make sure he doesn't spawn in front of me. Okay, so there we go. He spawned in front of me, so turn around. Let's just run back and hope to God he doesn't... Fuck! Jesus fucking Christ! Okay, so here he is again. Hopefully, there we go, he goes away. And we survived that one. Of course, when the stakes aren't high, I survived that one. But any other time, there's no way. So I actually, for some reason, I can't remember if I got this key. Yes, I did. Okay. So now we're good to carry on. It looks like the next collectible is going to be an audio tape that is at the end of this hallway. We'll go into another room. I think there's one enemy in the room. Can't remember for sure. So we go in here. Yeah, there's the audio tape over on the other end. So let's sneak in here. Let's get this audio tape.
Maximum frequency stimulation of cortical regions has proven less than effective. The subjects scream and scream, but they die much too quickly. Tailored settings achieve better results. The only question that remains is which regions to focus on. Fear, hope, consent, trust, envy. 3 of these are pivotal. But which will open the way?
That's fucking bullshit. Burn him. Okay. So I wasted a pistol shot there. I thought that, let's take his axe. Okay, so I got the audio tape. Now I can go through here. You could see that we are now back in the main hall. So once again, just to be extra safe, I'm going to save. So let's go back to this room. Save the game. And then we'll continue on.
Expected.
So, here we go. Actually, no. I want to make a new slot. Just in case I need to backtrack for any reason. I'm going to go a little longer. I'm going to try to get that third brain mechanism. So, it looks like I have to go. There's a document. And then there's 2 other collectibles. So let's just, I'm trying to think, because I don't think I'm going to finish this chapter in this video, so I'm just trying to kind of think where the best place to leave it is. I'm going to try to go to the third brain and solve the third brain. And then if that's... I feel like I hear enemies in here. I think there's some enemies in this room. I thought there were guys in here. Okay. So... Ooh, matches. Thank you. A syringe, which I can't use. Okay, so our objective is over that way, but let's explore these rooms first. I think there is an enemy in here that you can stealth kill. Get down, Sebastian. Jesus. Alright, so yeah, you gotta be quick with that one, because she'll turn around. Thank you for the green gel, ma'am. What is this? Sniper rifle ammo, always appreciated. Green gel, nothing. Okay. Okay, so, and once again, I'm just in constant fear that Ruvik's gonna show up and make me redo all of this. And again, the worst thing that can happen is that Ruvik spawns when you're in one of these rooms here, because then you... Oh, shit. Then you truly are just cornered, and there's nothing you can do. So that's why I want to just get in and out, you know, as quickly as possible. Okay. So let's hurry up and get to this room. Try to do this before he shows up again. I think there's a document. There's a grenade. I think there's a document. Yeah, right here. Okay, two worlds separated by a jagged chasm. Above, faceless spectators mocking the tragedy. Below, helpless victims losing everything. So here you can see we put in the two things, and then if you remember on top there were 11 people, so that's why I was saying pay attention. And then on the bottom there was 2 people, assuming you do it correctly. There you go. And now we can continue on to the third brain, which is in here. Again, I'm pretty sure you're safe from Ruvik while you're in this area. So let's do this third puzzle.
Subject number 14, test 88C, limbic priming, temp 3, electrode placement C4, stimulation of the singular cortex, Hope Center. Assailing the Hope axis improves domination of the subject's will. Domination isn't enough.
So it's somewhere around here. Wow, I can't believe I did all 3 of those first try. I usually always mess up one. Okay. So I got the checkpoint. I think that's a good place to stop. There are 2 more collectibles, but they don't come until a bit later. So that is where I am going to end this video. As always, I hope you guys enjoyed. Let me know what you think in the comments down below. As you can tell, I did get a bit more frustrated in this video, and it's not necessarily because I died. Like, obviously I don't like dying in games, but it happens. The real reason I got so frustrated with this one is just because, like I said, I feel like this chapter had so much potential, and I feel like they really just ruined it with that whole Ruvik mechanic. I feel like they left not a lot of room for exploration, and I just felt like it could have been much more than it turned out to be. But anyway, guys, I want to thank you for watching. As always, let me know what you think in the comments down below, and I will see you in the next video.